Hello there, good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Shibu John from Toronto, Canada, on the 18th of April 2025. This morning, we are going to meditate from Genesis chapter 38 and verse 25. Genesis chapter 38 and verse 25. It was while she was being brought out that she sent word to her father in law, saying, I am pregnant by the man to whom these things belong. She also said, Please examine and see whose signet ring and cords and staff are these. Our focal point for today's meditation is troubling past. Let us start with a question. Have you ever been caught in a situation where avoiding responsibility only led to more complications? Judah's story in the book of Genesis chapter 38 reminds us of what happens when we let sin stay behind instead of confronting it. After Judah's son dies, he fails to maintain his duty to Tamar, his daughter-in-law. Left without security, Tamar takes matters into her own hands by disguising herself and deceiving Judah, ultimately forcing him to acknowledge his wrongdoing. Now, the question is, what happens when we avoid the consequences of our actions? Judah tried to live as though nothing had happened, but sin has a way of catching up with us. Tamar's bold actions made Judah face his own neglect, and in that moment, he realized his need for justice and repentance. When Judah said, She has been more righteous than I. And it was a confession of his failure. The question again is, how often do we need to confront the places where we have fallen short? What areas of our life are we looking? Judah's story challenges us to reflect on where we may be neglecting our responsibilities or trying to avoid the consequences of our actions. God doesn't expose our sin to shame us, but to bring us to repentance and restoration. The good news is that God's grace brings us back to the right path despite our failings. Again, the question is, have you been running from something that needs to be addressed today? Take a moment to reflect on areas where you may be avoiding responsibility. And are there any hidden sins or unresolved situations that need your attention? God's grace invites us today, right now, to confront our failures and seek His guidance in making things right. And you know what? Our past may haunt us or trouble us, but God's grace offers the chance for repentance and redemption. May I repeat that one more time? In spite of our past, ugly, dirty past, God's grace offers right now the chance for repentance and redemption in your life. So these days, focus on or prioritize addressing those areas with humility and courage, trusting that God will lead you to healing and restoration. Trusting. May I repeat that one more time? Trusting that God will lead you to healing. Inner healing, even external healing, and restoration, restoring your life. He will restore your life. He will restore our lives. So seek forgiveness where needed and remember that it's never too late to turn things around. Have a very blessed day and God be with you.